Guys, what's going on? So today I want to talk a little bit more about a new trade that has gone up 100% from my money bar experimentations, and it's really exciting because this is the second day in a row. So if you guys have been following the channel or the emails that I've been sending out, you'll have noticed that yesterday we had one called AGMH that made 100% um, profits on a money bar trade. So that was yesterday, 428. It's now 429. And so that was really cool to see that happen. And then today there's another 100% winner, which I'm going to talk about. Before we get into all of that, let's just show you the two pages that you might be interested in looking at here. I'll link in the description below. So this is the first one. This is the webinar by Tim Bohen about his money bar indicator. Well, I've been getting so many questions about this, it's ridiculous. And so I tried to answer everybody's questions, and hopefully these videos help at least somewhat. And so you can watch his webinar. He doesn't go into as much detail as I do, but he shows you a lot of previous winners, which is what these webinars always tend to do. So they show you a ton of winners, and there is a lot of winners. This is the second day in a row I've seen 100% winner on this stuff, so this is really cool. So I'll leave a link in the description so you can watch the full webinar for the Money Bar Indicator. But if you've already watched it or started it or thinking about it, also leave a direct link so you don't have to watch the whole webinar to get the $49 lifetime offer again. This is the $49 lifetime offer from the Money Bar Indicator, and it explains everything you get for that with a 30-day refund guarantee, which is really cool. This is one of the coolest indicators I've seen for a long time. It's not a trading view indicator, which a lot of people have been asking me about. It's more of a tool or scanner that shows you what stocks are fueling up, like pre-market almost, to really move hard during the day. And so this might be better suited for people that are looking to maybe not trade options, but to trade small cap, low float stocks earlier on in the day. So you don't have to necessarily be up at the crack of dawn. The scanner starts operating around 4 Eastern time though. So this thing starts early. You don't have to get up that early, but you'll see today's trade did start quite early. Although by the time I woke up at 7:30 Central Time, it was still in its early infancy and was still an amazing trade. So let's go through some of what happened today. I'll look at the top three stocks that were showing up on the money bar indicator and show you kind of what happened. We're still not at market close, and sometimes these, like yesterday, the AGMH one actually peaked after market close, but we're getting there, so you can always keep an eye on this if you're curious and see if DMN continues up after market close. But what a trade today, so it's really cool. Let's get started. So first of all, let's look at the money bar indicator. So this is what I saw when I woke up this morning. You see the timestamp in the bottom right hand corner is Central Time. So I was up kind of late, so 7:48. I was looking at these top three stocks on the money bar indicator: Bon, BON, DMN, and WLDS. So I looked at those. I looked at the charts and I compared them to my other main technical indicator, which is Infinity Algo, to give me an idea whether I'd want to enter any of these trades. You might have other systems that you use. Maybe it's an EMA cross or support, resistance, RSI, whatever. But basically, you're given a watch list essentially, plus how many times the float is rotated. And you can see that BON was the top one. The second one was DMN, which was actually rotating less. It rotated less, but it rotated more in terms of the speed. It was rotating faster. So that's kind of an interesting indication that DMN might be one worth watching. And sure enough, that turned out to be in the top three here, one of the big winners for today. The other ones were winners, but this one was the clear winner, DMN. And we're going to go through these and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. So this was at 7:48 my time, Central Time, 8:48 Eastern Time. And the money bar indicator was already saying that things were fueling up on DMN pretty nicely up the top there. So that's pretty interesting to see. So of course I pulled those up on TradingView. If we go to TradingView, you can see that DMN 748 was here somewhere. Let's just find some of the numbers. So 748. So I missed some of the move here. This is when I started looking at it. That was when the money bar indicator started saying that something was up, something was going on here. You can see that Infinity Algo. Again, I'll put a link to Infinity Algo in the description below because this really has been following a lot of these plays even from the night before. So the swing trade, smart buy here, they've done really well with Infinity Algo. I keep seeing this time and time again that Infinity Algo is calling the plays even earlier than Money Bar indicator, which is crazy. So anyway, the Money Bar indicator starts, around this time. So obviously not much volume. You probably wouldn't want to start getting in a little bit here, the earliest if you're an early bird. But this level is still okay. And honestly, this thing just kept powering up all day. So basically, as we went on throughout the day, we saw a peak right mark open here. The bit of where that nap, but peaked up to almost 50, almost 100% in that first move. And I'm looking at it way up here, up 100%. So this thing was just ground up all day. And this could keep going, and you can see a follow-up video or email article showing it's going up even more. The market closes after up to show maximum potential. But people probably were taking profits around here. Play that wicked daycare as usual. Let's get this away. Shows the power of Money Bar indicator that this really really worked out really well after three. It's really cool. So it's kind of like a GMH yesterday's, but for today, the 29th. So make sure you check the link in the description below so you can buy the Money Bar indicator. It's only $49 for lifetime. Can't go wrong. You get spoon fed some of the most volatile poised stocks that are fueling up, ready to move hard into um, day. So this really for people that want to trade options. I mean, you can trade options as well. But these move 100% move without trading option on a float stock. Pretty cool. These are really small, like small cap though. So you can see that this sort of move is not unusual for the type of trade. So this is cool. There's the top three that I talked about, so I showed you in this slide right here. We had one, which was actually the top one, DMN, which is the one that moved 100% today, and WLDS, which was not far behind. Not all of them worked, and that's what you'd kind of expect. So you have to be able to go up here. So for example, for me, if I decided to buy this day, which I didn't, I had to go in when I woke up. Hopefully, I wake up a bit earlier, and hope this probably can fit here, which is nearly 100% move on this one in particular. So how would you have missed the other one? So BUN was kind of a flop day. You could see that, but we had you can do the Infinity Algo here, showing like a sell. So even we're seeing best float rotation on the Money Bar indicator, DMN, and the stock wasn't behaving well. It wasn't really taking off at a quick spike market open, and really that was about it. And then it kind of fizzled out. We've not really done much. But if you've taken this one at the same time, and DMN, you'd actually still be in significant fit at this point. So, oh no, it hasn't done it yet. It may still be gearing up for a move. It hasn't actually done anything yet. LDS was really interesting. It spiked fast. So this was one, unless you're up at the crack of dawn pre-market, you'd have probably missed. If you'd been up at the pre-market, you would have got a decent move on this. Particularly if you're using something like Infinity, although we saw a start back here, consolidation, and then spike to these profit targets up here, would have been a good move. Again, Infinity Algo throwing. Don't really want to enter here. There's a smart sell. Sure, not sold off to normal buy here. So if float rotation on the Money Bar indicator is still going, this could be a potential buy zone here. It looks kind of a little bit weak at the point. It's kind of just going sideways. So you can see how these morning movers might be more advantageous for people. I wanted to also show you a little bit more about change. So if we get rid of this guy, refresh this page. This is the Money Bar indicator, real time. I'm going to go back to my slides though really quick. So you can see that DMN here was at 31x times its float, so the Money Bar was filling up and going back and filling up and going back, and this number 31 was going up and up and up throughout the whole day. And so it started at 31x kind of late in the day. I mean, honestly, if you're a morning trader, you should be trading before the time I got up. But this was already at 31x. But then by this afternoon, we were at the top of the list. So the money bar indicator was saying this thing is absolutely solid. It's 166x. And this was, let's see, zoom out here. This was about an hour ago, 166x. And let's look at it in real time now and see what it's at. We're still about 166x, so it hasn't really moved much at all. Things have slowed down, volume slowed down, kind of the move is really over. Who knows? Keep an eye on this. Maybe it'll continue up into after hours, or maybe this thing will just kind of fade down. But this was the trade for the day. Combined with Infinity Algo, again, the link for Infinity Algo will be in the description below. This money bar indicator for $49 for lifetime, plus Infinity Algo, which is only like $99 lifetime. If you're up early and you're looking for these low float small cap stocks that can move 50, 100% or more, it's really worth it. It's really working out really well for me. So I'll leave these links for the video sales letter right here and the order form as well, so you can go and check those out. I also did a review on Tim Bohen's Money Bar Indicator right here, and I'm going to love my findings in here as well, so you can come and check this out as I continue to explore this indicator as a potential tool in my arsenal for trading. Hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.